Emma Sinclair's path to Hollywood began far from the glamorous, palm-lined streets of Los Angeles and the quaint town of Milbrook, Connecticut. Born to Lydia, a high school English teacher, and Thomas, a carpenter, Emma was the youngest of 3 siblings. From a young age, she showed a flair for the dramatic, turning family dinners into impromptu performances and backyard gatherings into her personal stage. Her passion for acting ignited in middle school when she played Scout in her school's production of To Kill a Mockingbird. The thunderous applause at the end of her performance sparked a fire in Emma that would burn for years to come. Throughout high school, Emma immersed herself in every theatrical production, from Shakespeare to modern dramas, honing her craft and dreaming of bigger stages. Her talent caught the eye of her drama teacher, Mrs. Harriet Finch, who became her mentor and confidant. Mrs. Finch saw a rare spark in Emma and was the first to suggest Hollywood, telling her, "Your light is too bright for this small town, Emma. You need to share it with the world." Despite her parents' concerns about the instability of an acting career, Emma was determined. She worked part-time jobs, saving every penny for her Hollywood fund. In her senior year, she landed a small role in a regional car dealership commercial, which only fueled her ambition. Emma's decision to move to Hollywood was no surprise to those who knew her. On the night of her high school graduation, while her classmates partied, Emma sat with her family on their worn living room couch, outlining her plans. Her father's brow furrowed with worry, while her mother's eyes shone with a mix of pride and fear. In the weeks that followed, Emma prepared relentlessly, studying acting books, watching interviews with Hollywood stars, and practicing her Academy Awards acceptance speech in the bathroom mirror. Her sister Zoe helped her create a polished acting reel, while her brother Nate gave her a can of pepper spray just in case, as Emma boarded the plane to Los Angeles. Her family watched with hope and trepidation, unaware of the tragic turn her dream would take. In Hollywood, Emma crossed paths with Damen Blackwood, a once celebrated director whose star had faded. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, Damen was hailed as a visionary, known for gritty, realistic films like Concrete Dreams, which earned him critical acclaim, but a string of commercial failures and a reputation for being difficult had relegated him to low-budget projects by 2022. At 50, Damen still carried an air of distinguished authority, with sultan pepper hair and piercing eyes, though the lines on his face spoke of stress and disappointment. His personal life was equally strained. His marriage to Vanessa, once a Hollywood power couple, had become a cold, distant arrangement. Damen and Emma met by chance at an industry mixer hosted by a minor production company. Damen, jaded and nursing a glass of scotch, was approached by Emma, who nervously introduced herself, saying, "I loved your film Concrete Dreams. It's what made me want to become an actress." Struck by her youthful beauty and earnest enthusiasm, Damen found himself reminded of his own lost passion for filmmaking. Their conversation flowed effortlessly, and as they parted ways, exchanging numbers, neither could foresee the fateful path their lives would take. Their relationship quickly evolved into a mentorship. They met at a quaint cafe in the Los Angeles hills, where Damen guided Emma with intensity, urging her to tap into raw emotions for authentic performances. Under his tutelage, Emma's confidence grew, landing her small roles and callbacks. For Damen, mentoring Emma rekindled his love for filmmaking, her talent reminding him of why he entered the industry. But as their bond deepened, Damen's feelings turned complex, blurring the line between paternal affection and attraction. Emma, too, began to see him as more than a mentor, her admiration tinged with infatuation. As summer turned to fall, their professional meetings gave way to personal conversations about life and dreams. The unspoken tension between them grew until, one October evening in Damen's home office, they crossed a line. Rehearsing an emotionally charged scene from one of Damen's unproduced screenplays, their mutual attraction erupted into a passionate embrace. Despite initial guilt, Damen for betraying his wife and role as mentor, Emma for fearing she had manipulated him, they couldn't stop. Their secret affair unfolded in cheap motels, fueling Damen's creativity and Emma's growth as an actress. Damen began writing a new screenplay inspired by Emma, envisioning her as his muse, while Emma landed a recurring role on a TV series, partly due to Damen's behind-the-scenes advocacy. But as Emma's career blossomed, Damen grew possessive. His jealousy flaring as she attracted attention from other industry figures. Emma, intoxicated by love and success, mistook his controlling behavior for protectiveness. Their secret relationship strained under the pressure of Emma's rising fame and Damon's paranoia about exposure. A blurry paparazzo photo of them leaving a hotel together sent Damen into a panic, marking the beginning of the end. The affair unraveled in February when, after a heated argument, Emma stormed out, threatening to expose their relationship. Damen, terrified of losing his reputation and career, grew desperate. Consumed by fear, he researched untraceable poisons on the dark web, settling on a plant-based toxin that mimicked an allergic reaction. He obtained it with chilling ease and devised a plan to eliminate Emma. Inviting her to a private dinner at a small restaurant, he slipped the poison into her wine glass. As Emma sipped, unaware, Damen watched her deteriorate, feigning shock as she collapsed. Despite the chaos and attempts to save her, Emma was pronounced dead en route to the hospital at just 20 years old. In the aftermath, Damen played the grieving colleague, but Detective Lydia Reeves, a sharp-minded LAPD homicide veteran, sensed foul play. Emma's lack of known allergies raised suspicions, and as investigators dug deeper, they uncovered her connection to Damen. Emma's roommate Zoe revealed details of her affair with an older, married man, pointing to Damen. Financial records, deleted browser searches, and Vanessa's accounts of Damon's erratic behavior built a damning case. A toxicology report confirmed the rare toxin, matching Damon's research. As the evidence mounted, Damen attempted to flee but was arrested at Lax. The scandal rocked Hollywood, exposing Damon's history of inappropriate behavior and sparking a broader conversation about power dynamics in the industry. At trial, prosecutor Amanda Chen presented overwhelming evidence, while Emma's parents delivered heart-wrenching testimony about their daughter's stolen future. Damon's defense, claiming he was a victim of circumstance, fell flat. Judge Ramis sentenced him to life in prison without parole, declaring the calculated nature of the crime unforgivable. Emma Sinclair's story became a cautionary tale, a stark reminder of the dangers lurking behind Hollywood's glittering facade, and a call for justice and reform in an industry built on dreams.